Hey everybody, it's your buddy Beard Grizzly. Before we go too far though, I'd like to point out that this is part 2 of a discussion about what I'd hope to see in Destiny 2. We'll be covering lore and story here. If you'd like to hear my thoughts on the gameplay, however, you can check that out here. First, however, if you haven't watched my latest lore video on the Golden Age, I'd recommend to do so. It feels we're able to link our history to that of Destiny's. You can find the link here or in the cards in the little eye in the corner. I'll be continuing these connections in many of my videos as we go along, so you can use that video as a primer. That said, let's get into it. Let's dip back to Comets for a bit, and how the since-scrapped expansion Comet, Plague of Darkness, still could have a significant effect on Destiny 2. In history, our history, Comets have always been seen as signs of omen. They have been listed as bringers of death, destruction, disease, falls of civilization. The list goes on. If it could be related to a bad occurrence in life, we thought comets were a sign of it happening. Today, we view them as the big balls of icy rock, dust, and metal that they are, but what if there's still some truth to this? Every 76 years, we see Halley's Comet visit Earth, stuck in an elliptical orbit around our sun, leaving a trail brilliantly in the sky for us to see. Of course, it may also be a surveillance device. It makes constant sweeps around the planets in our solar system. We can only go as far back as our recorded history to know how long these sweeps have been happening. Not all comets reoccur like Halley's Comet does, some burning up around the sun, or others going further out into space, or, well, lots of possibilities. Much science, many options, much wow. Side note, set June 2061 for the next time Halley's Comet appears to us in the sky. I've also brought up comets being important to us in Destiny 2 already on my Aphrodite lore video, looking into the possibility of Aphrodite being in a largely comet-infested area called the Oort Cloud. You can find that vid here if interested on her lore and more details on the theory. I just feel there's more significant pieces that can be taken from the outer rim of our solar system that have evidence related to Destiny 2. Let's wrap this all together. I have a vision of how Destiny 2 starts out, given the possibility that we lose our stuff, and it goes something like this. Imagine we're out on a mission, not dissimilar to what we've been on in the beginning of major packs. Our character introduced heroically being transmitted off our ships and onto the ground. It could be some kind of communication equipment found on Halley's Comet and is being picked up from other comets as well. As the mission goes on, we start to lose contact with those that we've been allies with for the last 2 years. We don't know why. As the mission goes on, we are eventually and simply overtaken by darkness, something that could overtake our being, our light, everything, but it attacks the mind and causes despair, turning us to possibly want to work with the darkness now, instead of against it, further understanding how the darkness works and what it stands for. It's not so bad after all, might come to the mind of our guardian, or perhaps darker secrets being held from us that we aren't meant to know. And then we wake up. We see Aphrodite without her helmet on because we all want to friggin' know, introducing herself for the first time like we didn't know her or she didn't know us. We meet the other holdouts that she lives with. She knows she has to take us back to the tower, so after a rest, she does so, giving us a beat-up old ship and some armor with basic weapons that were tossed from use thanks to the pacifism being practiced in the community. This could also be a great place to do something a la Mass Effect 2, where you can re-choose your class and maybe change a few pieces of your character, like scarring effects and etc. We don't know who we are, and our ghost is very cryptic with us, seemingly extremely quiet, unlike his very snarky, sarcastic self, at least that we know of. Our character doesn't know how our ghost acted because they've lost their memories and all that they've done. Subspace communication is a thing in Destiny, so our ghost could have warned the Vanguard and the tower ahead of time to not let us venture out with other guardians that we may know, to treat us as brand new, all the while they know who we are, what we've done, how we've shaped the tower and its defenses, and what it is today. And they can never tell us who we are, or what we've done, or who we protected in the past several years, because doing so would allow the locked away darkness to surface and corrupt us. I won't get too far into it, but if you're interested in the story of Dredgenuor and Thorn, he was slowly corrupted by the darkness. We don't necessarily know what could be done in instances where we are quickly, without warning, overcome by the darkness. As Exos, we could just have another reset. As humans and Awoken, could it be possible that we just have memories ripped out of us or blocked off? Slowly, we start to recall bits and pieces of things we've done with our abilities, and slowly uncovering our past and what we've done, all the while being tempted by the darkness in our thoughts and actions, building your legend again, but all the while being something like Dredgen Yor, the original wielder of Thorn, was. A hero lost, destroyed by a being of darkness. Or so the legend told by the city may go. Meanwhile, in the city and surrounding it, other Guardians start to suffer from this blackout and memory loss, the darkness literally becoming a plague. This could lead us to having a fight against those we knew before, and them recalling who we are to us, trying to have us reflect on the hidden parts of ourselves. The only difference is we are fighting to keep the light within us, even if we don't know why, surrounded by those that have supported us over the few short years, with their inability to let us know who we were forever hanging over their heads. Then again, maybe I should write that idea up more and send it to Bungie, since it's more compelling than some of the story we've gotten told to us so far in game. Or I'm just a big ego dork. I hope this gives you guys an idea of where my mind's at least, and you enjoyed my speculation of events as I can possibly see them unfolding. I have a lot of other thoughts on the matter, but I keep coming back to a form of this, possibly because I like it best. I know this is taking the Comet's Plague of Darkness title a bit literally, but again, we in history felt that that's what Comets brought to us in our lives. As always, gang, I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. This is an open platform in every right, and I would love to hear what you guys think of my theory. If you have your own, what you might change, anything on Destiny 2 and the hype that's been building in our community for a while now. I don't personally like the idea of losing everything I've done so far, but if I'm given some kind of canonical reason for having it go, then generally a reset isn't a big deal to me. I've been Beard Grizzly. Keep your guns greased up and your lights strong, Guardians. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.